Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my quick thoughts on Monday Night Raw. Now I know I haven't been reviewing Raw as of late. It's just because I just haven't really felt like it, to be honest. Like Raw is still bad, as it always is. But I feel like this episode deserves a review because there's some things I really need to talk about. Because I've been getting a lot of people, wanting to hear my opinion on a certain thing. So here it is. Here is going to be my opinion on everything about Raw this week. So, take it or leave it. So we began with Big Time Becky Lynch, and that word Big Time, I'm pretty sure you're all getting sick of hearing it, especially when you hear Corey Graves constantly say it, like every 5 seconds. Big time drop kick, big time win, big time statement, big time six-man tag. I hear the word so many times on commentary, and I believe majority of the time it comes from Corey Graves, and I'm just thinking, Jesus Christ, shut the godforsaken hell up. We get it. I've just been hearing that word so much now, since Becky became Big Time Bex. Do you need to say the word every time? No, you don't. So please, knock it off. But anyway, back on track. I just wanted to get that off my chest. So we had Becky Lynch and Doudrop. Doudrop, as what her song says, taking on Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair. Can they coexist? Another one of those stupid coexisting tag team matches. Great, that's exactly what we need in 2022. It's 2022 and we're still getting the same old can they coexist storylines. Can Cora Jade please come to Monday Night Raw and tell the Raw creative team to stop booking coexisting tag team matches? And can she say the exact same sentence that she said on NXT when she was put in this same position to the Raw creative team? Coexisting, can they coexist? It's old and boring. Excuse me. But they were doing that again. And breaking news, Big Time Bex and Doudrop could not coexist. But Doudrop and Becky Lynch did get the win, but Doudrop took matters into her own hands. She flattened Big Time Bex, and then she flattens Liv Morgan, scoring the win, and then she sits on Becky Lynch. And then Doudrop sits on Becky Lynch, crushing her ribs. This is probably the first time Becky Lynch has actually looked vulnerable since her return. So yeah, take that as you will. And then we had the Kevin Owens show, which I will say I prefer over the Miz's talk show, because at least Kevin Owens is entertaining, unlike the Miz. But Kevin Owens had his talk show with Seth freaking Rollins, announcing his entry into the Royal Rumble match. Yay! You see, that's another thing that I've been hearing a lot of people complaining about is them announcing the entries into the Royal Rumble match. Like, are you for real? You're upset that they announced Kevin Owens? Like, it was yesterday when they announced AJ Styles was going into Money in the Bank. People were like, oh, they shouldn't be announcing people. What are you talking about? Steve Austin would have done the exact same thing. Steve Austin, back in the 90s, would have announced himself in the Royal Rumble match. Did you hate it when Steve Austin announced himself in the Royal Rumble match? Did you hate it when Triple H and The Rock announced themselves in the Royal Rumble matches years ago? Did you hate it when The Undertaker announced himself into the Royal Rumble match? The main roster superstars always declare their entry in these things. They always do it. Like, yeah, I get, like, the surprise entrances, yeah, okay, I get what the women, like, the surprise entrances, like the Bellas, Summer Rae, Michelle McCool, like, I get that, okay? I get that. But reports have said that the reason why they announced those people is because they've got even bigger surprises, even more bigger than them. But then again, we're in the world of the internet wrestling community that they don't like anything. So even if they didn't announce anybody, if they had like 0 declarances into the men's and women's Royal Rumble matches, I can almost guarantee you people would have been like, oh my god, they haven't declared anybody for the Royal Rumble match. There's going to be no Royal Rumble if they don't declare anyone soon. People just want to complain just for the sake of complaining. Seriously, enough is enough already. Of course, the main roster, we know who's going to be in the Royal Rumble match on the main roster side. Just don't... You make everything a big deal. You take everything so seriously. Who cares if Kevin Owens announced himself into the Royal Rumble match? Of course he's going to be in the Royal Rumble match. Did you expect him not to? But anyway... Following this, Damian Priest would come out and he would inform Kevin Owens that they're going to be having a match, and it's happening now. So Kevin Owens would face Damian Priest. And Kevin Owens would get the victory! Clean! A pinfall victory. He would fake a knee injury, and then he'd nail the stunner on Damian Priest. This is the first time Damian Priest has ever been pinned on the main roster. Now, I know he lost to The Miz, I think, in a handicap match. I think he lost to Miz in a handicap match. But this was his first singles loss. This was the first time he's ever lost in a singles match. And I'm shocked the commentary didn't mention it, because I felt like that would have been a big deal if they had the commentary mention Damian Priest. This was the first time he's ever taken a singles loss. But I'm assuming the only reason why they didn't announce it is because he lost previously to The Miz in a handicap match. But I wouldn't really count that as a loss, especially a handicap match. I wouldn't really count that as his first loss because it wasn't a singles match. But anyway, Damian has lost his first singles match. Would I be mad if Kevin Owens won the United States Championship? No, not really. He hasn't held a title since 2017, so, why the hell not reward him for his loyalty to the company? Damian Priest is more than ready to become WWE Champion. They're building him up to eventually become WWE Champion, so I think Damian is more than ready to move up the card, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. The Alpha Academy had their graduation ceremony, which was ruined by RK Bro. Free Randy Orton from Matt Riddle. So it sounds like this is still going. I do hope RK Bro eventually break up. That's really all I got to say about this segment. I liked it, but I think Riddle's just over the top. Then we had Austin Theory taking on Finn Balor. Yeah, this is why I don't enjoy Monday Night Raw. Like, I get Austin Theory is young. I get it. I know you guys are probably all like, oh, but Patrick, you invest in the future. How could you not be happy that Austin Theory is winning? I'm sorry to tell you guys, but I don't like Austin Theory. I see nothing in this guy. This guy's being... Clearly Vince McMahon sees something in him, and I don't know what it is. But all I'm saying is, Austin Theory, he's just not that good. I mean, like, yeah, I can see his talent. I mean, like, he's got some cool moves. But there's just nothing about him that makes me say, yeah, I want to see this guy as a champion. Finn Balor, putting him over in his return match is not good in my opinion. Not good. Finn Balor returning from wherever he's been, and just for him to lose to Austin Theory, all because Vince McMahon threatened to send his mum a selfie with blood and all that on it. I think that's kind of lame if you ask me. So, Nikki Ash, nothing's changed upon her heel turn. Which, by the way, I'm actually happy she turned heel, not Rhea Ripley, by the way. I know you guys didn't hear my review I know I said nothing about it last week. But, yeah, Nikki Ash is now a heel, and she's now feuding with Rhea. Their match never happened due to Zelina and Carmella, for some reason, interfering and causing Rhea to get distracted. I don't know why. I mean, they were abusing Nikki Cross, but now they're abusing Rhea. Like, I don't get Queen Zelina. Like, I love Queen Zelina and Carmella, but I don't get their motivations here. I don't get their whole motivations in this storyline. I really don't get it at all. But anyway, Nikki would attack Rhea before the match started, and there was no match. Omos squashed Reggie. That's all you need to know. And also, Veer is coming. Veer Mahan is still coming, by the way. The long-awaited debut of Veer Mahan is still coming. Jeez, Veer Mahan better be a damn good wrestler. If we're waiting about this long, he's being given the Emelina treatment when this happened to Emma. But anyway, then we get a big times 8-man tag, according to Corey Graves, because apparently this 8-man tag team match is so important that he had to add the word big time to it. It's a big time 8-person tag team match. It was Street Profits and the Mysterios versus the Dirty Dogs, and Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz. The faces would score the win with Ford pinning Apollo. Poor Apollo. Man, how has the mighty have fallen for this guy? Man, I feel so bad for Apollo. He goes from Intercontinental Champion back to being jobber again. Man, I feel so bad for Apollo. And then we get the one thing a lot of people wanted me to get my opinion on. The therapy sessions with Alexa Bliss. I'm just going to say this. There's no need for it. There's really no need for it. Because here's the thing. She's been gone for like, what, 2 months? You mean to tell me you couldn't come up with something new and fresh for Alexa in 2 months? You couldn't change her look, debut her differently, give her a new look? 2 months! She had 2 months! And nothing. And listen, I get what these therapy sessions are supposed to do. I do. I get what they're there for, to help her feel better. But I just think it's a waste of time. I just think it's a waste of time. There's no reason for it. You can just have her disappear. You should have just had this character die when Lily died. But as I've said many times before, in typical WWE fashion, they always bring something back like nothing ever happened. Now also, I do not want Alexa Bliss in the Royal Rumble. And I've heard some people say that these segments are pre-taped. I don't think they're pre-taped. She was out with sinus surgery, or whatever it was called, for 2 months. There's no way she could be she was doing sinus surgery and doing these at the exact same time. These are not pre-taped. These are happening as the weeks go on. So in my opinion, Alexa Bliss should not be in the Royal Rumble match. Not while she's in therapy. She should not be in the Women's Royal Rumble match while in therapy. But knowing WWE, they're going to have her there. Because remember, this is her journey back to Monday Night Raw. So it makes sense for her to miss the Royal Rumble. Because it just makes sense. It's a week away. It just makes a lot of sense for Alexa to miss the Royal Rumble. Because she's not going to be there. She's in therapy. So yeah, that's my opinion on the therapy stuff. I think it's kind of stupid. I think it's stupid. They had all the time in the world to get her ready for a new character, a new look. I know people have shown the image of her with pink hair. You know, her hair is kind of all pink now, but still a bit white, a bit up the top there. But I don't know, man. I just don't believe she's getting a new character. Tom Colohue and other people think she's getting a new character. I don't buy it. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I don't believe it until I see it. And then the main event was Bobby Trashley against Seth freaking Rollins. This ended by disqualification when the Hurt Business came out to attack Bobby Lashley, and then the Usos came out to attack Seth Rollins. And that was your Monday Night Raw, guys. That was your Monday Night Raw. And also, yes, I guess I forgot to mention something here, but I don't really care about it. Maurice hit Beth Phoenix with a brick. Yeah, this is literally the worst part of Monday Night Raw. I've heard a lot of people tell me that this Edge and Miz feud is literally the best thing about Raw. How is this the best thing about Raw? This is literally the worst part of Monday Night Raw. If you guys thought I was going to say Alexa Bliss is literally the worst part of Raw, you know, she's kind of up there, but not really. But all I'm saying is, this whole Edge thing is literally the most unwatchable thing about Monday Night Raw. I just cannot stand it. I don't want to see Edge, I don't want to see Beth, I don't want to see Miz, and I certainly don't want to see Maurice. I'm done with it. And the fact that this feud is more than likely going to go on until WrestleMania, we're going to deal with this for about 3 more months. Oh, just end this at Royal Rumble, please. This is literally the worst thing about Raw. But yeah, there you go. That's why I didn't want to talk about it, because it's literally the worst thing about Raw. But anyway, guys, that's your Monday Night Raw review. That's your Monday Night Raw review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below. And I'll see you all next time.